Damson, how are you today?
Very good, very well.
Good to speak to you. I know I got to speak to you last year for season two, and here we are a year later. Can you believe it?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm getting older.
Oh yeah, you look great. I'm getting older. You look great.
Never, never.
Congratulations on the new season. What is it? What is it? Do you think that this series? Why is it connecting with people?
I think it's a nostalgic feeling. It was all to the wonderful brilliance of John Singleton. You know, he was able to put authenticity on the screen, unlike many other directors can. And as a viewer, when you watch that, you're instantly transported to that place. You're educated and you're amused, you're shocked, you're on the edge of your seats, and that's what Snowfall does.
Yeah, and I wasn't going to talk about John until a little bit later into the interview, but now that you brought him up, I mean, what a very, very sad loss. Last year, I had the privilege to talk with both you and John
Mm.
together about this show, and I want to know what John meant to you, and what he meant working with you, and how he influenced you
Uh,
in your career.
you know, Singleton meant everything to me. I always say he founded me. He was more than just a director for me. He was my big brother, and many of the experiences I've had in Hollywood have been through him. He took me under his wing. He taught me so many codes. But the most important thing is he gave me the confidence to be a leader. He'd always tell me, be a leader, take the responsibility that you have, and understand that you're going to be the face of a community. And that's something I'm always going to stick by.
Absolutely, yeah. What an amazing man he was, and left such a wonderful legacy. And I'm thrilled for you that you were able to work with him. And I'd met him many times. And wow. Anyway, best of luck with the show going forward.
Bless you.
So let's bring, if you can, bring me up to speed. We had an exciting season two,
Hmm.
great little cliffhanger there at the end. Tell me what we're going to expect in season three now, Snowfall.
So in season three of Snowfall, we're in 1984. Crack is exploding in South Central LA, and Franklin is at the top of his game. He's being a leader. He's running his business in a very corporate way, but he's being faced with many challenges: rival gangs, the explosion of crack, and more specifically, the influence from the law. The war on drugs is in full effect.
Scary stuff. How do you play this guy and make us like you?
I always. So when you see a drug dealer, you kind of know, okay, that guy's going to end up in jail. He's going to end up dead. And for me, I studied many characters, Tony Montana, all of them, and I wanted this to be a character that the audience could relate to, and a character that the audience could see and believe that that's them. This is a sweet kid who has been dragged into this business, and as an audience member, as Franklin makes these decisions, I want the audience and the viewer to understand that they would have to make those decisions too. To understand that people didn't get into the selling of drugs just because they wanted to be gangsters and have fast cars and money. No, they got into it in the 1980s because they wanted to uphold their wealth, their status, and better their community and their families. I don't believe anyone would have got into drugs if they knew what it would mean for 2019. And as a viewer, you're
That's for
torn.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. I have to say, what an incredible year it's been for you. Twilight Zone and everything. And dude, okay, listen, I am a Netflix junkie, so the minute the Black Mirrors were announced, I was like, okay, I can't get them fast enough. And I have to say, I mean, only three this season. Give me a
I
break.
know.
Come on, people, get with it, Netflix. But you are definitely in my favorite of the
Ah,
three.
bless you.
Smithereens. No, and I'm not even kidding. Like that's what I kept telling my boys. You got to watch Smithereens. It's so good. And you were fabulous. Oh my God, my heart went out to your character. I have to ask you about working on something like that, and then working with Andrew Scott, who was just brilliant in that episode.
He was fantastic. Charlie Brooker's pen is amazing as always. It was directed by James Hawes, who just gave me so much confidence. But Andrew Scott, I mean, monumental.
Wow.
We were stuck in that car for days. And,
I was going to ask you about that.
yeah,
Yeah.
really
That,
intense,
ooh.
really, and it's beautiful because the way we shot it. I mean, it's such a small car, so many of the performance was actually just done to a little marker on the camera that I had to pretend that was Andrew, and he had to pretend that the marker was me. And you know, for him to give off such a wonderful performance, I learned so much from him. Great actor.
I can imagine. I want to ask you about that because when you are in such close quarters with somebody like him, and wow, and as we said, what a great actor he is. And not to discredit you because you did a fabulous job in this, but what do you learn from somebody like that when it's like almost like a play you
Yeah,
guys were
yeah.
doing?
The beauty of silence, I guess. It's the little looks, it's the small things, the stillness. I learned so much from Andrew. I've definitely stolen a couple of things from him this season. I'll let you guys wait and watch Snowfall to see.
Okay, I am going to look out for that, and I'm going to know. Hey, yeah, that's what he learned from Andrew for sure, for sure. So, what else do you have coming up after this? Anything? I'm sure you've got scripts coming at you left, right, and center. Come
It's
on.
difficult with this show, you know. I'm stretched and challenged in so many ways that as things come in, I'm almost say to my agents, "Hey, I need something else. I already did this." But I'm excited for the world to see my new film, Farming, which is directed by Adewale Abaje. I play the leader of an all-white skinhead gang in Tilbury, England in the 80s. So, yeah, a very dark story, very different to Franklin Saint, but again, captivating and important for British history.
Yeah, yeah, that just gave me chills. Like I was reading about that, and I just thought, wow, I can't wait to see that too. Well, listen, congratulations on
Thank
everything.
you.
You're just such a rising
Thank
star
you.
and doing so, so well. We'd love to see you, and just keep it going. Fingers crossed for season 4 of Snowfall. I hope,
Yes,
but you're going to go far, my friend, and come visit us in Toronto. We want to see you in
I
person,
will.
okay?
I promise.